Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review episode 8 of Masamune-ku no Revenge. And now I see the whole picture. As a lot of us know, the manga readers are basically, at war because some of them are just like, no, it's too cliche, it sucks, you shouldn't continue this, while the other guys are just like, no, it does get a little cliche in the middle, but it picks up afterwards, you just gotta stick with it. I stuck with it, man. I freaking stuck with it. And I'm so happy I did. Yeah, what we saw in this episode is something that not many harem anime like to do. Ever. And that is a kiss. And it's not even a kiss from the main girl. This is a kiss from one of the competitors. One of the sides. Okay then. Ooh boy, yes, this was a good episode because in the beginning we have it to where Aki calls Masamune and I was just as shocked as he. I was like, wait, hold up. When did she get your number, first of all? And second of all, she's calling you? This never happens, what the fuck? And so Aki says that Masamune left some of his bags over at the villa. I don't know how he didn't notice that, but whatever. And so she goes to return the bags to him. However, they decide to go over to a restaurant, so they chatted for a little bit. It was like a date, it was very cute. But Masamune was too focused on the fact that Neko most likely has his photo, which she does. And he was ignoring Aki, and so she just got pissed off and left, which makes sense. I'm not gonna blame her for that. And Masamune, he just couldn't stop thinking about Neko in the photo. But then we know right on cue, Neko calls Masamune. And so again, when did she get his number? But the other thing is like, oh man, she's actually calling him. So Masamune goes over to her house to find out about the photo, to take the photo back. And then as he was looking through her room, he sees that she has the same manga that he has. And also has a bit of S&M manga as well, so that's interesting. But anyway, so Neko, she walks into the room and she openly admits that, yeah, she was sneaking around in his house and bought all the manga that he has and has his photo. But then Neko starts getting a little closer and closer with him. And then Masamune just is all like, it just forgets about, his revenge and everything. And she kisses him. And he was so shocked because even though she sees the real or what used to be Masamune, she still likes him. And he's just still like, oh, so looks and all of that just doesn't matter anymore. That just doesn't matter. And then he starts to fall for Neko a little bit. And just that whole kiss scene just threw me for a loop. I still can't believe that actually happened in a harem anime. Wow. But anyway, so then it looks like that they're about to have sex, but then Masamune is just still like, I can't do this. I choose Aki, but for revenge. And it's just like, yo, Masamune! But he actually believes that Neko doesn't really like him and that this is all a facade, which makes sense. I can't blame Masamune for thinking this way because he admits that in the past, the only people who wanted to be his friends were just people trying to take advantage of the fact that he's rich. But other than that, he got bullied for being fat and had a bad personality. So I can't blame Masamune for what he did to Neko. But I'm glad that he's still going to continue on with the revenge plan. And then later on, him, Futaba, and the others, they all go over to the pool. So what do you know? A pool episode right after the beach episode. Nice, I'm not complaining. We later on find out that Neko is missing. And my theory was correct. She does have health problems. In fact, she is sick. So sick to the fact that she actually has seizures. That's some serious shit. Like, seizures isn't something that's really mentioned in anime at all. So I was really surprised that they said that. I was like, whoa, oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Yo, we gotta find her. And she left all of her medicine and everything. So we don't know where she is. And so the bodyguard or whatever you want to call her, the lady, she was just like, Masamune, I know you were at her place. What did you do? And so he says, I came to decline and say that I choose Aki. And Aki, throughout the entire pool scene, she was just staring at Masamune, just the fact that he's like, all down and stuff. So maybe Aki thought that she did this to him, that, cause she just up and left which again, like I said, I don't blame her for leaving during that scene. But, you know, Masamune being down like that, she was very concerned and she couldn't help but think about him the entire time. So when he said that he chooses Aki, we just see Aki's face there. Or rather, we didn't really see her face. We kind of just see, like, you know, like her mouth over here and stuff. So she's pretty shocked. And I'm excited to see where the next episode takes us. So let me know your thoughts on this episode and catch me later as I review Kuzu no Honkai. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.